Hey guys, it's Big Wiley here with a new video. If you're just joining my channel, feel free to really join by hitting the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. New videos on dating, relationships, and breakups are here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Right before I went on this video, I hit record. I did not know what I was going to do this video about. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks out of nowhere, from heaven perhaps. And I wanted to speak to the guys today. Guys, I'm going to be speaking to you more so than not. I speak a lot to the women, but now, guys, it's your turn. All right, so fellas, I think that it's imperative that when you're dating a girl or woman and things just, they're good, but then it kind of hits a wall, hits the fan, crap hits the fan, and you decided, yeah, this is not going to work. This ain't what I thought this was supposed to be. I challenge you to let that woman know why it didn't work and why it's not going to happen. Now, I know, guys, y'all do a lot of ghosting around here. Coming from a woman that's been ghosted before my past, I can say when I was a little naive, I did get ghosted. And so I had to do some things to grow on my own. Now, the guys didn't tell me why they ghosted me. Well, it wasn't guys. It was actually like one in particular that stands out. He didn't tell me why. I had to just come to my own conclusion and create my own narrative and move on, and which I did. Thank you, Jesus. And so when you're dating a young lady, like I know one of my good guy friends, he dates around, and when things aren't just really where he wants them to be and where he finally realizes that this ain't it, he'll wean himself off of her and then he'll finally just ghost her. That's a tactic a lot of men use. And I know sometimes, guys, it can be hard with telling someone that it's just not going to work, specifically, especially if she's one of those girls that's naive, that's green, that has a heart in her eyes, that is just so infatuated with you, and if she's just absolutely doing the most and has given her body to you. Of course, that is not a good conversation to have. It's not a comfortable conversation to have, but I challenge you to do it as a man, because guess what? If you don't have this conversation with her, not saying it's on you that she's green and naive and desperate and thoughtish. Any of those things can describe her. She can be many of those things. Not saying it's on you, or she could just be a naive girl and ain't nobody taught her no better. Simple and plain. Because when I say all these other names, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with women just because you're naive or you're green or you're desperate or you're a thought or whatever. That means there's a reason. There's always a backstory. So if she falls into one of these categories, if she does, because I have fallen into a lot of those categories I just told you. So if she falls into it, I think it's your job to just let her know. Because most women will be like, well, what did I do? Like, what happened? Like, I thought we was good. We were literally just good on Wednesday. It's Saturday, and I have not heard from you since Wednesday. What's going on? That would be the time to say, well, you know what? I just noticed we've been hanging out a lot. I do like you. However, I don't think it's going to be a fit because of X, Y, and Z. I feel like if more men let us women know, tell us your experience with us, what that is like, I think we would grow. Now, I know some women will get on the defense. Don't get it twisted. I know, guys, I know you're watching this, you're going to be like, well, I tried to tell her, but then she went crazy. I get it. And a lot of women who cannot receive constructive criticism will get on the defense, and then they'll point the finger back at you, and they'll blame you as to why they did what they did with you behind the scenes in the bedroom, and they'll blame you because you did this. You were acting like this. A lot of women will say that. Well, he said he didn't want a girlfriend, but he was acting like we were together. No, can't nobody act like nothing unless they getting paid. So if you're saying you don't want to be with her, it's on her to understand this is what he said. Even though he's spending time with me, I still know he does not want to be with me. Like, if more of us would have that on the front of our minds, what the man says versus him throwing in a mixed signal by hanging out with you, because I think that's a mixed signal. When a man says, listen to this man, when you say I don't want a girlfriend, but then you're hanging out with her, y'all going out to lunch, having tea, you bringing her around your friends and your family, that is sending a direct mixed signal. So when you say, I don't want a relationship, you keep her at arm's length. You don't sleep with her. You don't kiss her. You don't do none of that, because that is a mixed signal. And then you get yourself in a situation to where you don't want to be with her. You know for sure you don't want to be with her. And now you got to ghost her because you done sent her all these mixed signals. So don't be that mixed signal man. Be straight up with more women so as women can know what we're doing wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's on us. We have our own self-responsibility to be self-aware, self-honest, self-reliant, and to understand what we're doing wrong. However, it would not hurt if more men would chip in and say, hey, you know what really did it for me to where I just knew it just wasn't going to work. This has nothing against you. I think you're a great woman. However, when I found out that you did this, that really didn't sit with me. When I found out and noticed how you have conversations when you're angry, when you're mad, when you're depressed, when you're upset, it just really knocked me off my feet. Not physically, but it really just took me aback to where I know in my spirit I would be doing you no justice by continuing to have this relationship with you. See that? You just have a conversation and you address what it is. Now, if she don't want to receive it, that's not on you. You've put it out there. And I wouldn't even say do it through text. I like to say don't operate. That's the lazy man's approach. That's technically what I say. However, if it's a difficult conversation and you know this young lady can be combative and you know she can get on the defense and you know she can deflect, I'm going to say send her a message. Because if you get on the phone, she might want to go back and forth. And this isn't a back and forth thing. You're letting her know the deal is dead. This is a dead end of this dating process. So I challenge you. How many of you watching right now to think you can do that? To think you can find out you're dating? And this doesn't have to be beef. You're dating. Here's a scenario. You're dating. You're getting to know each other. You like her. She likes you. It's very surface level. However, you're going on like another month. Let's say you've been dating for a month and a half. And you're consistently having like a date 1 to 2 times a week. You're talking consistently over this 6 weeks. Then you're at the grocery store and someone accidentally almost hits her with the cart. She loses her marbles right there in the middle of Target, going crazy. You're embarrassed. It's out of control. She overreacted. So then you have a conversation with her. You don't just let her go right then. You address it. Remember, when I say you have something you need to discuss in a relationship or a developing relationship, you address it. How do you do that? I say it all the time. You lead with love. You say, hey, I really appreciate that you're so kind and understanding and caring. I'm getting to know you and I really appreciate this process. However, we were in Target and you went completely crazy on that little old lady who was 72 years old with her grandkid. That turned me off. Do you typically react like that? And then if her reaction is, what do you mean? I didn't do nothing. She old as I don't know what. What was she even doing at the grocery store anyway with her old mother? And she just go real left. Then there you go. That's when your sign is like, all right, she crazy. That's when you can call her crazy because clearly she's crazy. And so then that's when you can say, you know what? This is not going to work. That's when you know this is not going to work. And you just do it like that. So whatever situation you're in, guys, I challenge you. I really do. Because I've told one of my guy friends to do this with these women. Because there was one woman in particular that sticks out in my head that he keeps telling me about. And she is just emotionally all over the place. She's mentally unhealthy. And she's emotionally unstable. And I've been telling him this for a while. And I said, why don't you just let her know, hey, this is not going to work. I really want you to work on you. However, right now in this moment in time, I don't think it's a good idea for us to continue this relationship. There's no beef. There's no drama. It's very mature. And you're helping out the women in your life. You're literally helping out the women of the world, men, when you decide to just give her a little nugget. Just drop her a little nugget. If you meet a woman that's being a little too promiscuous and leading with sex and the undertone and the subtext of most of your conversations is sex and she's being inappropriate, and even though you're a man and you'd like to have sex with her, you're wanting more, address it. So you know what? I'm really looking for a long-term committed relationship with a woman that I can grow with. And I definitely want to build that friendly foundation. However, I feel like every time we can be talking about anything from the sky is blue to walking my dog to going to pick up groceries, somehow sex comes up from you and you somehow find a way to make that the subject. And maybe 2 years ago, when I was just out here in these streets dipping and doing it, maybe then it would be okay. I'd be cool with it. But as of right now, with what I know I want out of life, I don't want that in my life. I don't want sex to be the center of my situation, in my relationship, in the developing relationship I care to have. So with that being said, I don't think this is going to be a good match. You see how good I just did right there? Guys, are you writing this down? I'm literally giving you the blueprint on how to let a girl go versus ghosting her. Because when you ghost her, let me tell you the effects and then I'm done. Let me tell you the aftermath of when you ghost. And maybe I should do a whole separate video. But just to give me a little bit. Let me give you a little bit. When you ghost, that just leaves her like completely clueless. And she's supposed to think back like, well, was it the day that he asked me for a granola bar, but they only had the granola bar with almonds in it? Like, was it that triggered him and took him over the edge? Was it the day when he told me to pick up Hello Kitty cat litter, but all they had was Hello Bitty cat litter? Like, what is going on? Was it the day that I accidentally ordered an onion on my sandwich? I don't eat onions. It made me sick. And so I almost threw up at the table. Was it that? Like, what did I do, honey? What did I do? Is it because I'm ugly? Am I ugly up in here? Do he not like girls who wear red bandanas and red lipstick at the same time? Like, what is going on? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he don't want me. I just know we was hot 1 minute, now we cold as ice now. I am so confused. Do I need to get a perm? Is my hair too big? Like, I don't understand. Like, help me understand it. You see how irrational I sound? I sound crazy as all get out. But that's what women do. We overthink. So to stop the overthinking, let us in on what we can learn. And so we all can grow as a community. Y'all know I'm crazy. I'm going to give y'all the word, a good crazy. I'm going to give y'all the word, and I'm going to give you a little bit of my silliness too. So if you made it this far, congratulations. Thank you for watching. And of course, if you want more dating and insight, and I think I'm going to do a ghosting, what happens when you ghost a woman. I think that's actually would be an entertaining video. So if you want that video, let me know. If you made it this far, let me know. Hit the notification bell, subscribe to my videos. New videos here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on dating, relationships, breakups, and how to communicate effectively with anyone in your world. So until then, catch me on the flip side. Coach B. Wiley, talk to you later.